but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 57 Andrews. 55. Here we go. Deep. All day. Defense. All day. All day. Chuck up.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick now. Caught. It's Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Have a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check, 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 check.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Here's Rosen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Ravens get over a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that. But they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins in October of that year. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will stop right around the 25.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now Balaj. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After one, 17-7 is our score.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
2nd and 5 now. Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defending. Getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Being chased out left. And his pass incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Brings it just past the 15. Able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Escaping the pressure, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And a juke this time. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike, 55. Check. I got it. Begin.
Throwing on second down. Jackson steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this has no chance. It's no good. Well, wide to the left. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to...
Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Tomoda Peko racks up the sack. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
General West. Sponge. No. Alert 3. Shit.
On second and very short, Rosen. Now he'll let it go deep, right? This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Rosen. And he's got it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 19 yards away. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. Able to avoid him at the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson will throw again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
6-6, pull it high.
Again, it's Balaj. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 30. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll throw it with Rosen. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Next to score, Dolphins 45, Ravens 18. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Flushed out right, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Jackson.
Here we go.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check your hot read.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Brings up second and
On second down now, it's Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Being chased out left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards. First down, Ravens.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away to his left. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nick Boyle, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 4th down, here's Jackson. Oh, nice move. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for Pride. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
55, my God, 55.
Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Miami, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Fellas, we've got to have a great practice today. There's no other option. We've got 17 weeks, we strap it up, and we get better each week. This is one of those times you got to take advantage of it, all right? So let's get at it.
Okay, 30,000 no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right now, got heroes. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Go to right with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. King back to the time I'm through. See, pack it already. So I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Maybe I'll be up soon. Phone gotta be off each school. Got black the shoe. Countertop don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. A bad one. They wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouch on receipts in my pocket. Don't come with a 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Go to ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. 180. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul. Just tell her it's one now. How come? No recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Half the ever seen a reservation and half my money goes to taxes. But I don't dribble out of that's what happens when you got dreams close to the magic. Plus all your boys unexpected habits. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta make no patient. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000.
Hey, you know what, man? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really gets me even more excited? We're only scratching the surface of our potential. This team has so much talent. So just keep pushing, and we're gonna get to that next level.
Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Go to the right hand, catch with the